Hey guys, so this is a bit of a different video here. Um, yeah, I've noticed it for quite a while now, and I have them. I have them both as subscribe channels on my YouTube channel. That Minilad and Terroriser have not been, I guess, getting along lately, and I've noticed it for like the last few months now, and for a long time, I've been trying to pinpoint where exactly this all started from, where exactly this transpires at. What started this feud? I finally got my answer, and I gotta say, it's very, very disappointing. So we're gonna analyze these instances, because both Minilad and Terroriser have left the tweets about it and everything, and we're gonna analyze each of these Twitter posts, and just try to go over how this all went down, how everything went down. It's going to be a bit of a more somber video, and I apologize for that, but these are two of the guys that inspired me to start doing this. These are two of the guys that when I watched them since late 2015. I've been watching these guys since late 2015, and to see such an incredible team broken apart because of this. Enough about that. Let's just dive right in. Here we go. All right. So first up is the tweet that was posted by Minilad here. So it all starts off with, I want to talk about this rumor of I hate everyone I used to play with. I think the most obvious clash that people have noticed is that Brian/Terroriser and I don't talk anymore. We had a falling out just over a year ago due to him saying some nasty things to me in person at E3 2018, making fun of my mental state. Stating, and near quote, "It's so sad you're too fucked up in the head to take a joke anymore." I told him I wasn't taking this, and told him that if he wants to fix this to come to me in the hopes he'd apologize for what he said to me. He never did. I reached out when I was at Wildcats a few months back, asking to fix it, but he didn't reply. Brian on the streams has been making out that I now hate everyone I used to play with. Not true. I had 407 and Wildcat over at my house a few weeks ago, and I was over at Wildcats a few months back. I still meet up with Evan when I'm in LA, and even though I don't play with Vanos, I'm still good friends with Evan. I'm going on tour with Big Jiggly Panda like I would have liked to have thought it was obvious. I'm still friends with everyone. You know one I'm not friends with anymore is Brian, and I don't appreciate him saying that I ditched everyone. Friends come and go, and even though Brian and I made some banger videos together, we sadly just drifted apart. I still wish Brian all the best for the future and his future ventures. It's sad I have to make this, but I wanted to let the world know what has been going on. I will continue to make the best videos I can, while Brian will continue to make the best videos he can. This isn't a matter of picking sides. Just enjoy whose content you enjoy and watch everyone's videos. That's all for now. Peace. Now, keep this in mind that as I am reading through this, I'm looking over both Craig's and Brian's Twitter posts. Now, in Craig's post, when he was talking about, let's see, let me go back here a bit here. All right, and when he goes over that, the rumor of, I hate everyone I used to play with, Brian, he clears all this up as well on his Twitter page. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring this up here. Now for Brian's response to this one. Hi guys, I'm sorry that it has become a necessity to address and make sure things are made clear from my perspective to address things Craig has said to me. I'll try to cover everything to ensure that all facts are made clear to you in order to allow you to see more clearly on what happened. I have no problems with stating everything because my conscience is clear, so let's run it back. It started at the E3 Monster Cat party at Exchange LA, as many lads said. And while I was there, I bumped into Craig. After the party, we all decided to go back to someone's house. Craig offered, so we ordered an Uber to go there. In the Uber, Tyler made a joke about Craig's Ferrari, and thinking it was all in good fun, I joined in on the same joke. Yeah. You heard that right. A joke about a Ferrari. Wow. I was sitting in the seat in front of Craig, so I couldn't tell if he was bothered by the jokes, which were based off a quote in the BBC News report about a local rugby team in his hometown he sponsored. When we arrived at his house, people were rushing to the bathroom to use it. I made a joke as this was happening, saying, "Let's pee in the pool." I ran out the back to the pool and pulled my pants down to my ankles to pretend to pee. The night continued as normal without me thinking there was a problem. Later on, Craig went upstairs to his girlfriend, who was in her room alone. Craig returned downstairs, and soon after he started to make it seem that my girlfriend, Lanai? Is that how that's pronounced? I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Lanai and I were not welcome, so we decided to leave. We ordered an Uber, said goodbye, and went home just believing everything was fine, but still unsure if we just misinterpreted the scenario. Moving on to the next day. For context here, the previous day we had a group text to chat about having a group dinner the following day. Craig took it upon himself to book the table for this dinner and included everyone in the booking while omitting my girlfriend and me on purpose without telling us. Our group of friends are not in the same location very often, so this is a very rare instance of when the group can spend time together in person, which is really important to me. My girlfriend and I didn't attend the dinner because we weren't invited to it and only found out about the dinner only 3 hours before the reservation at 6 p.m. Marcel had found out that I had been excluded from the reservation and brought it to my attention. Marcel wanted to know why I wasn't invited, then Craig replied saying, "I'll talk to you about this tonight if you're out." At the dinner, I was told Craig proceeded to discuss the night before and said I was making everything awkward for others, with the Ferrari joke and pool joke specifically. How is that awkward? It's a Ferrari, Minnie. If you're going to get a Ferrari, you got to expect jokes. After my dinner with my girlfriend, we went to a party where all of our friends group were going so we could meet up. At one point in the night, Craig approached me and opened up the conversation with a half-hearted, awkward laugh and a hi. I stopped him immediately from speaking because I was so upset about the way he handled things up to this point and the way he laughed while saying hi. Felt like this wasn't a serious issue to him. I said, "I'm going to talk to you like a man should and say things directly to your face and not behind your back in text to everyone else but me. If you had a problem with things that I said last night, all you needed to do was talk to me directly about it, and I would have happily apologized. I meant no malicious intent in any of the jokes that I made, and I joined in on the joke, so accusing me of starting the joke is not fair. I thought it was a group of friends having fun together." Craig then interjected me saying, "I have so much going on in my mind right now." I replied with, "We all have things going on in our life." Once I finished that, Craig replied with, "But Brian, my dog just died." Now, let's also keep this in mind. You know, Mini Lad is going through some things. You know, his dog Mochi died, and you know, we all felt a little bit of sadness from that. We all did. Brian included. You know, I happen to know for a fact that when news got out all over Twitter, everyone in the group, made comments in support of what had just happened. So, for many to say that, like Brian never even acknowledged it in the first place, even though he did, is really messed up. And what made things even more nonsensical is the fact that Brian didn't even make any kind of a malicious joke about his dog. It was a joke about a car. A car! What are you, 5? Anyway. To which I replied, Craig, my dad just died, but that doesn't give me the right to take my frustrations out on everyone else because of my own personal grievances and use that as a reasonable excuse for my actions. I can't tell what's going on in your brain. No one can. Unless you tell me about your personal issues, how can I tell you're sensitive to jokes we are making that we think are all in good fun, but unaware to me, it's upsetting you? Okay, let me scroll this up a little bit. You can't hold that against me as if I'm attacking you and being a dick on purpose, because I don't know what's going on inside your brain. Per your tweets, I feel this is the part that you have either poorly misinterpreted or else recalled incorrectly, since you accused me of making fun of your mental state. Having you say something like that really hurts me, because I wouldn't say something like that to you or anyone, and I would really appreciate if you retracted that tweet. Sorry about that. I had to make my baby a bottle. I continued to say to Craig, the main reason of this trip, which I booked last second, was to finally be in an event where all of our friends were in one location together. This was the one night everyone from our group of friends was in Los Angeles together before some people had to go home, and you took that away from me because you weren't willing to talk about it properly with me this morning face to face. If I had known I had upset you or insulted you accidentally, I would have apologized completely. I never meant to offend or upset you, but texting everyone about the night before behind my back and planning a dinner just to exclude me was selfish and really hurt, because it was the one thing I was truly excited for, to have some time where we were all together as a group. I ended with, that's everything I want to say to you, have a good night, and just leave me alone. Craig said, okay, and walked away. You stated in your tweet that I made fun of your mental state, and that's the whole reason I stopped the conversation. You didn't end any conversation. You didn't really say much, and I never said, it's so sad you're too fucked up in the head to take a joke anymore. That never left my lips, and I 100% refute that accusation entirely. Fast forward to 2019 in April. Craig did a meme stream. In the stream, he commented about the group and why he doesn't play with this anymore. Here's a link to him speaking publicly about it during the last week of April, before I had made any public statement on the group about Craig. Right. We're going to go ahead and play this video.
Probably copyright. I also have no idea. They're still playing Gmod? Damn. For all this time, they're still playing Gmod? I mean, they kicked me out of all their chats, so I have no idea what the hell they're doing, so... Damn! I wasn't kicked. Oh my god, alright. So, just to clear up any drama, I'm going off and doing my own thing. And then a sword fight! Alright. Just to clear up some shit. I wasn't kicked. All they did was play Fortnite and Gmod and then talk shit about other YouTubers. So I said, fuck that. I broke away from that group. I'm doing my own thing. I've never felt better. My community's stronger than ever. I'm pulling more views than ever. And I'm personally a lot more happy as a human. So that's what happened. Anyways.
Oh, better stop that before. Okay. So. This video was brought to my attention by viewers and was shown to the group, but I didn't say anything publicly. It was kept private but made known to the group because it was about our group. The content of the video bothered me because we grew as a group together. Yes. And I thought we had mutual respect contrary to anything personal between him and I. As time went by, people noticed we hadn't worked together and started asking questions regarding our friendship. Out of respect for Craig, I ignored a lot of the questions from in-stream donations, etc., mainly because I didn't want to say anything regarding it and because Craig wasn't there to defend himself, and I felt it should remain private. Big move. Then someone asked me a question about him not being in the group, and I answered their question because Craig had spoken about the subject in his video. It wasn't directed at mine and Craig's personal relationship. Here's a link which includes what Craig said before in-stream and what I said. Please note, Craig's 2 clips included were made in the same stream before I had said the following in this video. The editing of the clips are not in chronological order and may confuse some people.
Why isn't Craig in the server? Because he doesn't play with us anymore. He went off and left us and then started bad-mouthing us. So he doesn't play with us anymore. You can't have it every way. So we play with people who have not left our chat. We have a chat. He left it. And he doesn't want to play with us. That's a question for him, not us.
Copyright.
We already saw this part here.
I also have no idea. They're still playing.
Why not invite Minnie? I'll tell you why. He doesn't play with us. He left. And then he decided on stream to badmouth myself and my friends. Well, mainly just my friends. I didn't appreciate that. So, I don't play with the guy lately. Because he's going on his meme streams talking shit about us. It's not cool. So, that's why. Right? He left the group to do his own thing. That's it. I don't understand why some people find it so hard to understand. He left the group. He wanted to do his own thing. We were cool with that. We respected that. But I don't get why you leave a group and then talk shit about the group. We didn't kick you out, man. That's why. Right? There you go. Just being straight with you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. That's it. Right? Wish him all the best. But don't like people who talk shit about my friends. I used to play with a group called Good Griefing. I was a huge fan of Good Griefing. They had about, let's say, 100,000 subs, which was huge at the time. I outgrew the group. I never at any point turned my back on them, talked shit about any of the members that were in there. There were some people that I wasn't huge fans of, but I never disrespected or talked shit about them. I love Kyle, crazy filmmaker, who is the owner. Too Fast for Seth LeBlanc, who I'm still very close with, one of my best friends. I never forget the people that helped me. They gave me a platform for me to grow. I never forget what they gave to me. An opportunity to grow and to show my art of video making, expose my videos to their viewers, and I grew. Never talk shit to that. So that's what I'm saying, alright? Well, whatever. Some people are different. That's it.
Now, I got one problem that I had with that statement is how did Craig talk shit? How did he talk shit? I watched that 4 times now. You know, the only thing that, you know, he mentioned about anything about the group is his surprise that you guys still play Gmod. And I don't see where he said where he said anything specific to. I'm just gonna you know, throw out the names of the people that he doesn't play with anymore. and not including Brian on this one because Brian said that he didn't talk shit about him, but his friends and all that. So he didn't say anything about Nogla. Didn't say anything about Delirious. Didn't say anything about Venice. Didn't say anything about Marcel. So where's the line here? Because he didn't say anything specific to any of your friends. Now, even with the friends that he still does play with, Omrecker, Big Jiggly Panda, 407, I Am Wildcat. There is nothing there. Nothing. Anyway. I responded only to what had been made public by Craig in his stream. His reasoning for leaving the group was because all I did was play Fortnite and Gmod and then talk shit about other YouTubers, which isn't true of our group, and that's not the true reason as to why he left the group. He left the group in 2015 and was not kicked. He left on his own accord. He left the group chat on Skype and then stated his reason was that he didn't like feeling as if he was under Vanos' shadow. If you search his tweets with the word group or Vanos, you will see many tweets showing his disdain in 2014 and beyond. Well before Fortnite was a big hit and before Gmod was played by us for quite a few years. So he didn't talk shit? Or is it that you didn't talk shit about the other YouTubers? Which, you have. It may not have been, malicious or anything like that, but I do remember on a couple of occasions during your Fortnite videos, you trash talk Ninja. You definitely trash talk Logan Paul, which, don't get me wrong, at the time, more than justified. Or is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul? It was a Paul, either way. It was justified at that time. It still kind of is. But to say that you never did talk shit about other YouTubers is wrong. It's wrong. Let's see. Also, his language and tone changed in his tweets about the group. He went from using our group in 2014 to eventually saying, "I'm not in a group, LOL," in early 2016. Finally, he said in his eyes, there was never a group to begin with in late 2016. Many. I remember that too. And if there was never a group, even back in 2016, why were you still playing with these guys? You were still playing with them. To say that there wasn't a group, even though you were still playing in a group mentality, it was a group. As for the shit talkers that he presented the group as, we have talked about other YouTubers, as people do. People speak about other people. YouTubers speak about other YouTubers. Was it all good? No. Was it all bad? No. But that's because people have different opinions about lots of things. So you acknowledge you were talking shit. It doesn't matter if it was not all good or if it was not all bad. It was still talking shit. No matter how you look at it, it was talking shit. Many times we discuss things happening in the YouTube scene, and some would have opinions, others might not have. But to paint us purely as gossipers isn't right. We spoke about other YouTubers with no ill will towards them, but more as water cooler talk. Did he ever at all mention the word gossipers? He never used that word. Do not, Brian. You're coming on to this, saying, Minnie was putting words in your mouth. You're putting words in his mouth too. To be honest, the vast majority of our talk was about ourselves within the group chat and talking shit to each other. We would plan recording sessions and speak about upload time so we don't upload videos at the same time as one another. Also, here's the original stream of mine which occurred on June 27th. Oh God, no. Sorry, Brian. I'm not combing through 11 hours of footage.
But I don't get why you leave a group and then talk shit about the group. We didn't kick you out, man. That's why. Alright? There you go. Just being straight with you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. That's it. Alright? I wish him all the best. But don't like people who talk shit about my friends.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, scroll back down. Alright, just so people can clearly see that I did not speak first publicly about Craig and the group, but rather merely addressed what he said on his stream. Yesterday, Craig publicly tweeted about a rumor he heard of how he hates everyone in the group, which makes no sense to me. If it is just a rumor, then it is one that didn't need the attention he gave it, but he wanted to anyway. He mentioned how I was the one making it out to look that way. Wait, what? Hold on. I gotta go back to that real quick. Okay, he did say that. But let's see. That way. Okay. I never accused him of hating everyone or anyone in the group when he clearly still hangs out with people within the group. It would be illogical of me to accuse him of hating them with that fact in mind. After his opening line, he brought up the E3 incident at the party and misquoted me entirely by accusing me of making fun of his mental state. I did not make fun of his mental state at all. Why would I get some sick enjoyment that you're going through stuff after I had just dealt with my own personal issues? When your dog died, I hugged you. When you arrived at our booth at Insomnia and talked to you for over an hour, trying to help give you some advice from my own experiences after my father's passing. Remember that? Craig? Now, I want to go back to that for a second. Because Brian, I'm just going to put this out there. This is not me taking sides or anything. It really isn't. It's not, because I respect you both as just incredible content creators, and as people that can give me a good laugh. You should know this too. Given that your father passed away roughly around the same time. When someone close to a person dies and all that, they're extremely sensitive at that point. Even though even though the joke that was made wasn't directed at Mini Lad's dog dying and all that, you need to let's go back to when your dad died. I bet, when that happened, you were feeling like you didn't want anyone to try to make you laugh or anything like that, because that's probably not what you wanted at that time. You had people there to support you. You had people there, to love you, to just hold you, and just be there for you. And I can't say this for sure, because I'm not you. But if it were me, I'm just gonna put this out there. My dad died January 18th, 2016. So I know what you're going through. I know what you were going through then. And I watched your guys' videos. It helped me to get through that. It helped me to move along past that. It really helped me. But no one ever came to me and made any kind of a joke to me about that. Or just any joke in general. We were all going through a grieving process. And I know that you probably didn't intend any ill feelings about the whole thing, but from Mini Lad's perspective, he just lost someone. He just lost, his best friend, his best friend. He looked at that dog as a daughter, because he took care of her from the moment that he got her. And when a loved one passes, the last thing you want people doing is making jokes to you, because it's almost like you're not aware of what's going on. You're not aware of what you're doing or who you're doing it to. You may have intended it as good fun, but Mini Lad was going through the mental motions. He was going through the grieving processes. He was going through the I just don't want to laugh kind of thing right now. So in his eyes, he probably did see it as an attack. They say perception is reality. And the last thing that I would do if someone just lost someone that they love so much is make any kind of a joke. Because, because if it were me, in my eyes, I would be looking at that person and thinking, so what, is my current emotional state mean nothing to you? And even though Wildcat, and even though Tyler didn't say anything about the issue at all, I bet many felt the same about him. It's all about perception. But maybe Tyler apologized. Maybe he apologized for making the joke. I don't know. This is a tweet about you and Minnie, not you, Minnie, and Tyler. So I can't say for sure if that happened or not. Anyway, we sat in the stockroom of the booth for an hour eating a Subway sandwich, and I listened and talked. Why would I then go and make fun of your mental state after that? You were my friend. A period of time preceding E3, Craig told Marcel to tell me, if Brian wants to fix things, all he has to do is come to me and apologize. I was aware of how he was upset by my jokes, but from Craig's message, I felt he wasn't aware of how his actions and words had impacted me. My point exactly. Perception is reality. There felt like no sincerity in the way he tried to reach out to me at all. He has my phone number, he could have contacted me personally, we could have tried to reach an understanding. Instead, he communicated to me via a mutual friend and not in a way that seemed like he genuinely wanted two-way forgiveness. I never said he ditched the group. I spoke about how he doesn't play with the group anymore by saying he let the group to do his own thing. We were cool with that and we respected that, but I don't get why you would leave a group and then talk shit about the group. We didn't kick you out, man. I don't understand why he would say that. I said he ditched the group. Okay. Hold on here a second. I never said he ditched the group. But then I said he ditched the group. Okay. Craig said his side of the story isn't on YouTube, but Craig was the one who spoke first publicly on the matter in a disrespectful way on his stream that gets over 30 to 50k concurrent viewers and in 2 video links which I have provided. Again, how? As for me not replying to your DM, there are 2 DMs. One made in May that I felt had the same issue as the message you gave to Marcel. The message hadn't shown any self-awareness towards my feelings. Had Craig approached me without a demeanor that wasn't as if it was an inconceivable to him, but rather a reconciling approach, I would have been more open. He sent me this DM while staying at Tyler's, which again begs the question, why would I accuse you of hating the people in the group when you're visiting Tyler in this case? I felt he was encouraged, and rightfully so, by his friends to squash things and move on. He took the advice, but his way of messaging me didn't seem like it was out of a heartfelt intention to be friends once again, and I decided that I wanted to leave this behind me, so I left it. Yesterday, however, after Craig saw a YouTube video that had gathered a lot of views and which had been uploaded a few days prior to his statement that had both of our opinions in this matter within it, Craig felt compelled to then bring personal instances to discuss his split from the group and make this whole issue centered around our private issues. Slandering my name and twisting my words and the situation to his favor in order to justify himself by bringing up private instances by quoting me in a false manner. I replied to your statement refuting it, and you backtracked by saying it was a near quote. And if I really wanted to sort this, that I had to DM you, which you then sent a DM to me after you made it all public and refused to delete the tweets in order to go private because of the reason you gave. I don't have my side of the story anywhere. Well, here's the whole story. No sides, take from it what you will. I have nothing to hide, and I have a clear conscience on the situation, and it's unfortunate it has taken this route, as it is unfair to our large audience who clearly support us both equally. You fail to think of the very negative perception I would then have to deal with regarding the mental health quote, which was just plain wrong. Like I've always said on streams, I wish you the best in your tour and other endeavors, but our friendship won't be the same. With that being said, as time passes, if we have the chance to speak to each other face to face and not over the internet, I'd be open in trying to have things at least become friendly between us. I appreciate everyone who has been loyal to us on both sides, even the people telling me to go fight myself. I appreciate you all. I mean it. Thank you for watching our videos and enjoying our content. We are all human and make mistakes, but I hope we can all learn from this, move forward, and hope for the best. May there be more good times and hopefully less drama along the way. XXX, Brian Michael Hamby. It baffles me. All this started because of a car joke. My final conclusion on this whole thing. Neither one is right. Neither one is wrong. But it's more that neither of them are right. Ugh. Yeah, this whole thing just started as a car joke and it turned into back and forth high school drama. Being exchanged by 20-something-year-olds. Mini lad. You're wrong because of taking a joke about a car and turning it into a attack on your mental state because of the passing of your dog. But you're also right because Brian should have been more aware of your current, mental state. Seeing as how he had just recently lost his dad and everything, he should have been more sensitive to your current situation. Brian, you're wrong by accusing Minnie of talking shit when he never said anything specific about any individual person in the group. But you're also right that he shouldn't have taken a joke like that as far as he did. He shouldn't have. When my dad passed away in early 2016, it was a difficult time for me. It was a really difficult time for me, and even as I'm recording this now, I still think about it. I would have loved for him to meet his second granddaughter, and I would have loved to have gotten his advice. I'm trying to keep it together, but the only difference between you and me, Brian, is that you have this awesome group of friends that, professionally, you get to play video games with. Professionally. I'm struggling just with the 12 survivors that with the 12 subscribers that I have, and I've almost been doing this for a year now. And one thing that I do have to say about it is, after it happened, I had you guys. I had you guys to turn to help me laugh through it. And the fact that the group is this fractured over a misunderstanding that started with a car joke Are you kidding me, guys? Really? You know, Mini Lad, you always make these jokes on a lot of your videos. You know how you always say, you're our dad and all that. The whole mini dad thing and all that. And, it's fun. It's fun. It's cute, but now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to be a dad, I guess, to you and Brian. And the fact that you're fighting like this over something so stupid and childish, it should not sit well. It should not fly. It won't fly. I only have 12 subscribers. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. I get it. I understand that. But it's a small channel. But it's a channel. And it's a channel because of you guys. And it kills me to have to do this. But if I don't take the stand and do this, if I don't do this, if I'm not the first to do this, then this whole thing is just going to continue to linger. Nothing will ever get accomplished. Nothing will ever get sorted out. And nothing will ever get resolved between the two of you. So, again, a small channel, but this is going to hurt me a lot more than it's going to hurt you guys. Alright, so here we have Mini Lad's channel, and we have Terroriser's channel. I love you both. I love you both so much, and it pains me to have to do this. I want you guys to sort this out. I want you guys to come together and figure this out. Even if you never play together, forgiveness is the first step. And I'm sorry to both of you, but I just can't support the channels of people that are this childish. Can't do it. Brian, Craig, you're the two sides to a very impactful coin for the YouTube gaming community. And a lot of people look up to you because you guys just bring so much joy, and you guys helped me through so much, and that's why I'm doing this. I want you guys to finally settle this. Squash it out. Just go for it.
Okay, 3.
But do it in a way that's respectful and mutual.
2.
Not just for yourselves, but for your fans who continue to push for this on a daily basis. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all understand why I did this. Bye.